Alex Eala wins twice in same day to reach Guadalajara Open semis. Alex Eala completes her come-from-behind win over USA's Varvara Lepchenko, then beats Italy's Nicole Fossa-Wergo in straight sets to stay on track of her first WTA title. Manila, Philippines. Alex Eala scored a pair of wins in a span of hours to secure her place in the semifinals of the Guadalajara Open in Mexico. Eala completed her come-from-behind win over the USA's Varvara Lepchenko, then beat Italy's Nicole Fossa-Wergo in straight sets to stay on track of her first WTA title on Thursday, September 4th, Friday, September 5th, Manila time. Refreshed after her last 16 match with Lepchenko got suspended due to rain the day prior, the Filipino went on to post a 6-7, 3, 7-6, 3, 6-3 win at Court 1 of the Pan American Tennis Center in Zapopan. Eala won 3 of the last 4 games as she led 3-2 in the deciding set before play got halted. After a short rest, Eala clinched a 7-6, 2, 6-2 victory over Fossa-Wergo in the quarterfinals, battling back from the brink of a first-set loss to dispose of the 30-year-old Italian. Fossa-Wergo had Eala on the ropes in the opening set as she grabbed a 5-3 lead, but the 20-year-old Filipina nailed the next 3 games to seize the upper hand at 6-5. A win in the 12th game allowed Fossa-Wergo to force a tiebreak, which Eala won convincingly with a 7-2 score. Following a nip-and-tuck start in the second set that saw a 2-2 tie, Eala pulled away for good by taking the next 4 games as she broke Fossa-Wergo twice en route to the semifinals, where she will face USA's Kayla Day. Day advanced after a 7-5, 6-2 upset of third-seed Emiliana Arango of Colombia. A second-seed wildcard, Eala is the only remaining seeded player in the running as she aims to reach her second WTA final following her runner-up finish in the Eastbourne Open in June, and hopefully, go all the way. A gritty doubleheader, Alex Eala's rally to the semifinals. In a showcase of talent, grit, and unwavering composure, Filipino tennis star Alexandra Alex Eala achieved the remarkable, winning 2 matches in a single day at the WTA 125 Guadalajara Open, thrusting herself into the semifinals. This rare feat under high stakes is both a physical and mental masterpiece, and one worth celebrating through creative storytelling. Match 1, rain delayed, high-stakes resumption. The day began not with easy momentum, but continuation and pressure. Eala had to resume her grueling round of 16 match against veteran Varvara Lepchenko, suspended the previous day due to rain, standing at 3-2 in the final set. Undeterred, she surged through. She broke away to a commanding lead and ultimately closed out a tense 6-7, 7-6, 6-3 win. It was a match that tested her focus, stamina, and hunger, all reignited at a moment's notice. Match 2, from fatigue to finesse. Barely an hour's rest later, Eala returned to the court for her quarterfinal against Italy's Nicole Fossa-Wergo. What could have been a momentum sap turned into dominance. She survived an early 3-5 hole, saving 5 set points, and grabbed the first set via a clutch tiebreak, 7-6. With that behind her, Eala flexed her full arsenal, winning the second set 6-2 with strength and precision to seal the victory. The creative spark, a mini-epic beyond the scoreboard. Picture the scene. Morning, a gray sky opens up, rain halts the match, and tension lingers from yesterday's unfinished battle. Eala, undaunted, returns with steely resolve. Midday, victory, but joy is brief. The clock ticks relentlessly, fatigue whispers doubts. Afternoon, she returns to the fray, digs deep, overturns adversity. Momentum shifts like lightning, energy reignites. Evening, the court stands silent witness to her final triumph. 2 wins, 1 day, and a semifinal berth earned with grit and grace. In her own rise, building a legacy in 2025. This dramatic double win adds yet another chapter to a thrilling breakout year for Eala. In March, she stunned the tennis world with wins at the Miami Open, defeating top 30 and top 10 opponents, and making history as the first Filipino into the WTA Top 100. June saw her reach the finals of the Eastbourne Open, becoming the first Filipina, and Southeast Asian, to do so in decades. Now, in September, she steps into the Guadalajara semis, a few wins away from her first WTA-level title. Bringing it to life, a story that captivates. Consider weaving a narrative like this. Sunrise in Guadalajara feels heavy with expectation. A raindrop still glistens on her brow from last night's suspended match. But for Alex, every drop fuels resolve. Her racket is a pickaxe, chipping away at fatigue in a tense three-set battle. Victory. No time to settle. The court waits. This is her second act. She fights again, saving match points like a warrior turning back fate, until the final shot echoes in triumph. 2 battles, 1 day. A star is rising. In the high-stakes world of professional tennis, physical stamina and mental resilience often collide. And on this day, Alex Eala soared above both. On September 5, 2025, the 20-year-old Filipino accomplished the uncommon, winning 2 grueling matches in a single day to reach the semifinals of the Guadalajara 125 Open in Mexico. It was less a feat and more a testament to her emerging legend. Her day began with a battle unfinished, a rain-delayed round of 16 match against veteran Varvara Lepchenko. The match, suspended at 3-2 in the final set, resumed early Friday. Beneath an overcast sky turned bright by determination, Eala surged forward. She broke Lepchenko's serve, surged to a 5-2 lead, and eventually closed out a marathon 6-7, 3, 7-6, 3, 6-3 victory. No sooner had she closed that chapter than the quarterfinal loomed. After barely an hour's rest, she back on the hard court. Her next challenge, Italy's Nicole Fossa-Wergo. Down 3-5 in the opening set, Eala dug deep, saved 5 set points, and wrestled the set into a tiebreak, which she dominated 7-6-2. Riding that momentum, she took control of the second set, breaking it 2-all, pulling ahead, and closing it 6-2, sealing her spot in the semifinals. Dawn finds Alex pacing the hotel terrace, breathing in the thin mountain air of Guadalajara. Rain once halted her path, but where others see pause, she sees possibility. Her racket sits beside her like a trusty blade, strings gleaming with promise. Every drop of dew reflects yesterday's unfinished struggle and tomorrow's unfinished story. The stadium is hushed as she steps back on court. Last night's echoes of struggle still cling to the air. Lepchenko, the seasoned warrior, tests her every nerve. Points stretch into epics. At 3-2, the storm breaks, a break of serve, and the clouds part. She fights, clawing into a tiebreak, her two-handed backhand slicing through the tension. Victory arrives like sunrise, bold, fist earned. Her chest heaves, veins humming, heart pounding like a drum. But celebration is quiet, a nod, a brief smile. There's no time for joy. Minutes ago, she was 2 matches from home. Now, the path ahead stretches further. She walks off the court, shoulders heavy but unbowed. The crowd returns. The sun beams down, whispering urgency. Nicole Fossa-Wergo stands across the net, Italian calm, cool precision. Eala starts sluggish, down 3-5. The weight of exhaustion drapes around her like a cloak, but she shakes it off. Defense turns offense, 5 games in a row, and a tiebreak regained. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.